Lindsay, I'm going to be your nurse today. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to step over here and wash my hands, okay?
Okay.
So I've washed my hands. I'm going to pull this curtain and provide some privacy. Can you tell me your name and your date of birth?
Alexis Brashears, 9901.
Okay, matches your armband, so I've got the correct patient. So you're here for a head to toe today. Have you ever had one of those done before?
Yes.
Okay, so you know I'm going to be listening to your heart, your lungs. I'll be palpating. I will be checking your cap refills. We'll be doing range of motion. We'll be doing all kinds of different things. But as we go along, I will instruct you and kind of let you know what's going on throughout the assessment. Okay?
Yep.
Hey, do you have any allergies?
No.
Okay, good deal. So the first thing we're going to start out with, Alexis, is we're going to do a range of motion for the upper extremities.
Okay.
I'm going to have you watch me first, and then you can do the first part of it, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to raise your hands up over your head. We're going to put our arms down. Then we are going to, actually we're going to raise our arms up over our head. Then we're going to hyperextend back. We're going to raise our arms down, and then we're going to take your hands like this behind, but you're going to put your thumbs together. You're going to put them behind your back like this, and you're going to pull them up to the middle of your back.
Okay.
And then you're going, after that, you're going to put your arms back down, and you're going to put them behind your head. And then I'm going to have you put your arms out and have you cross over the midline. And you'll do that, like we'll do all this stuff like bilaterally too, or we would do it bilaterally.
Okay.
And I'm going to be checking for crepitus during all of this as well, and making sure that your range of motion is intact with no limitations. I'm going to take this off for a second because it's hurting my neck. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is I'm going to put my arm right here, my hand right here to feel for crepitus. Okay. I want you to put your hands over your head. Okay, and can you put your arms down? Can you put them behind your back for me? Pull them up. Okay. Can you put your arms behind your head for me? Can you hyperextend back? I didn't have you do that a second ago. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
And can you stick your arm out for me? Cross it over the midline. Okay. So far, there's no crepitus noted. I'm going to have you bend your elbows for me. Bend them up towards you. No crepitus. Can you bend your wrist, flex your wrist, okay, and bend down, okay, no crepitus in the wrist. And now I want you to take your fingers, and I want you to go from the index finger to your pinky, and then I want you to go backwards with your pinky to your thumbs and your index fingers, okay? So I want you to touch them. Okay, now I want you to make a fist for me. No crepitus noted. Like I said, you would check that bilaterally. Her range of motion to her upper extremities are intact with no limitations. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your chest anteriorly. And I am going to look at your chest posteriorly.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm looking at your chest from the front. I'll look at it from the back. Okay. So there is no barreling or like no sunken, your chest is not sinking in anywhere, anteriorly or posteriorly. Your respirations are even and unlabored, and your chest anteriorly and posteriorly, it's about a 1 to 2 ratio. I am going to check your cap refills.
Okay.
And you would do this bilaterally, but for time's sake, we're not going to do that. So her cap refills are less than 3 seconds, and there is no ridges on her fingernails. They are smooth. I'm now going to listen to your lungs, if that's okay.
Okay.
All right, you can have a seat on the bed. I won't make you stand for this.
It's a little high.
It is. I'm sorry. We
good.
gotta get the feet in this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna listen. So you're gonna listen. I'm gonna listen for a whole breath cycle in each location of the chest, and I'm listening anteriorly and posteriorly. And on the front, on the interior, it's going to be in 6 places, and on posterior, it's going to be in 9 places. So I want you to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. If you have any like issues, like if you get short of breath or anything like that, I want you to let me know and you can take a break.
Okay.
So deep breath. This is 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 4. Can you raise your bra up for me? 5, 5, 6, 6. Okay, can you turn around and face that way so they can see your back? Remove your hair. Alright, so, like I said, 9 locations. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Wait, that was 8. I meant to say 9 over here and 9 over here. So her breast sounds anteriorly and posteriorly, because I can't remember if I said it interiorly, but they were clear bilaterally, with no, they were clear bilaterally, and her respirations were not labored. So now, I've left my thing up here. I'm going to begin to percuss her posterior chest wall. So up here you're going to do 3 locations, or there's going to be 3 little spots on the shoulders, and then it's also going to be a 9 spots though. This counts as 1 up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. So on the posterior, like over the shoulders, there was some residence, and then over the scapula, it was flat, and then there was residence going down the posterior chest, and some dullness on the posterior chest, on the lower posterior chest wall. Now I'm going to do it to the front. I'm going to do it. That's like my sports ball's rubbing me. I was like, what is this? So I'm going to do this. I'm not going to hit you with this. I'm going to do this in 6 places as well, okay? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. We're restarting. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Now I'm going to have you pull your bra up for me. 5, 5, 6, 6. I don't know if I messed up or not, but I felt like I messed up whenever I was doing that. So that's why I said I'm going to restart just in case. So over the anterior chest wall, over the clavicle, there it was flat. Down the anterior chest wall, there was some resonance, and on the lower, like over the organs, it was dull. now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to listen to your heart. I'm going to auscultate the heart. So I'm going to listen in 5 different locations. I'm going to listen in the world. You would listen with the bell and the diaphragm, but today I'm just going to listen with the bell. And you would listen to each spot for a whole minute. Today I'm not going to do that for time's sake. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to also state where each location is, where each thing is located at, okay? So the aorta is in the second right intercostal space. The pulmonic is in the left second intercostal space. The Erb's point is in the third intercostal space in the left sternal border. And then, can't pull your bra up for me, I'm sorry. And then the tricuspid is in the 5th intercostal space on the left sternal border. The mitral is in the 5th intercostal space, and it is at the mid-clavicular line. And there was no murmurs heard. And S1 and S2 was heard at the Erb's point. Now I think of what I'm going to do next. I want to do your breast exam. However, I'm not going to be doing it on her. I'm going to do it on myself. So, fun stuff. No, I'm not going to do the breast exam. I'm going to have her lay on her left side. I'm lying to you guys. So, okay, I'm going to walk around the bed. I'm going to have you lay on your left side. I'm going to be listening to your apical pulse. I'm going to palpate your PMI. And as I'm listening to your apical pulse, I will be assessing your radial pulse with your apical pulse. So we're going to compare the two. Okay? All right. So, go over here and palpate. All right. You're going to listen with your bell. Okay, so your apical and your radial pulse are strong and equal. I would rate it about a 2+. Yeah, that's yeah. So while you're here, I'm not going to make you get up again. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to listen to your bowel sounds, okay? And you will listen to these for a whole minute in all 4 quadrants. If you didn't hear any bowel sounds while auscultating the abdomen, you would go back and you would listen to each quadrant for 5 minutes each. And yeah, so I'm going to start in the right lower quadrant. I'm not going to listen for a whole minute today, just for time's sake. So. And you are going to listen with the diaphragm. So this is the left lower quadrant. No, the right, I'm lying, the right lower quadrant. The right upper quadrant. The left upper quadrant. And the left lower quadrant. Bowel sounds were heard. They are active, which is great. I am now going to percuss your abdomen, and you're going to do this in 4 spots in all 4 quadrants. So anyways, so here we go. We're going to do that. So over the abdomen, it was tympanic, which is great. That's what you want to hear. I'm now going to go ahead and I'm going to palpate, and I want you to let me know if you feel any Tenderness. Okay. Also, I want to go ahead and state that her stomach is flat. It is not concave. It's flat. So, here we go. I'm going to palpate, okay? Do you feel any tenderness at all?
No.
And you would do this in all 4 quads. Any tenderness?
No.
Okay. So, no tenderness noted. Alright, and that completes the abdomen. You can sit up now if you would like. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Sit up. I'm going to try to go in the order that I have on this in. Okay. We are now going to do the breast because I have not done that yet. So for the breast, you're going to have your patient. I'm going to do this pretty much, show you what you would do on myself. So you're going to have your patient sitting down. You'll have them with their hands on their waist, and you'll tell them to you push down. And you're going to assess, obviously they're going to not have a bra on. You're going to assess for dimpling, bulging, or any indurations. You're going to hope and pray there's not any dimpling, indurations, or bulging. And then you're going to have them put their hands up over their head, and you're going to assess for the same thing. You're going to look for dimpling, bulging, or any indurations. Then you are going to have your patient put their hand behind their head, and you're going to feel for the axillary, not the axillary, the talus fence. And then you're going to palpate in like a circular motion with the pads of your fingers in a circular motion, and you're going to go soft, moderate, deep in each little thing, each little circle. So you're going to start the talus fence, soft, moderate, deep, 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 and then you're going to come back up. Soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, and you're going to come up to the clavicle. You're going to go over about 2 finger breaths, soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, and you're going back down, and you would do this in a vertical strip. Soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep. Then you're going to come over again, about 2 finger breaths, and you're going to go up again. Soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep, soft, moderate, deep to the clavicle. You would do this almost until you get to the sternum. And you're doing this, and while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're not feeling any nodules, any masses. You want to make sure they're not having any tenderness. And after that, you would take your index finger and your thumb, and you would compress the nipple and assess for any discharge or drainage from the nipple. I believe that's it for the breast exam. So now I am going to have you stand up, and we're going to look at your spine.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is I want you to show me that you can bend with just your waist, not your back, just from your hips.
Okay.
I want you to kind of bend over like this, and then bend back with your hips, and then kind of lean to the side, lean to the left. Okay. So your range of motion, you have full range of motion with no limitations.
Okay.
I'm now going to go ahead and I'm going to have you turn this way. And I want you, how about you turn this way? I want you to dive into that table. I want you to go ahead and put your hands like this, and I want you to kind of bend over like you're in a diving position. So as I'm looking at her spine, I do not notice any curvature, so there is no scoliotic deviation. You can stand back up. And as I'm also looking at her spine, it is concave up here, then convex, and then concave, or no, it is, hold on, concave up here, convex, and then it's concave again, and then convex again down here. And that concludes the spine part of this test. Now I'm going to have you sit back on the bed. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm going to do your sensory now, okay?
Okay.
While I'm doing this, you're going to have your eyes closed. This is going to be the sharp end.
Okay.
This is going to be the dull end, okay? And whenever I touch you, I want you to tell me if it's sharp or dull, okay?
Okay.
All right, so close your eyes for me.
Sharp. 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 Dull. 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 Sharp. Dull. Sharp.
Okay, so now I want you to keep your eyes shut. I'm going to touch you lightly with this, and I want you to tell me when you feel me touch you, okay?
Okay. Now. 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 Now.
So her sensory is intact. She was able to tell me when she felt the sharp, dull, and light sensations whenever I touched her with each end. I'm now going to assess your cerebellar.
Okay.
So with that, I want you to slap your legs like this really fast if you can.
Okay.
I get really fast whenever I talk like that. Okay. And now I want you to take your fingers and put them together like this.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to kind of set off to the side so they can see. But I want you to take your finger, and I'm going to have my finger right here, and I want you to take your finger, I want you to touch your nose and touch my finger, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you do it the other side? Okay, now I want you to take your fingers like we did earlier, and I want you to go from the index finger to the pinky, then from the pinky to the thumb again, touching your thumb. Okay, and now I want you to take your heel to your shin. I want you to slide it down your shin. Okay, do it both sides. Okay, now we're going to do the tandem walk. So what this is the heel to toe. I hope that we can get this in there. I think you can, maybe. It's a little better. Okay, so you're going to walk heel to toe. So
Okay.
it's probably going to cut you out the closer you get to the camera.
It's okay. We'll just make it short.
Okay. All right. So, her cerebellar was intact. I'm gonna fix the camera again. I'm so sorry. Up close and personal. So her cerebellar was intact. Now I'm going to assess your, we'll go ahead and we'll assess your pulses. Alright, so first one I'm going to check is going to be your radial, your ulnar, your brachial. I'm using all my phone shut off. I heard one vibrating.
Sorry, I think it's fine.
And then I'm going to your poptella, or poptella.
It's close.
It's real close. I know it's close. I hate words. Patella. Why? Why do y'all do this? Anyways, it's located at the back of the knee. These are all 2+. I hope you are laughing right now because this is not fun. Okay, so then we are going to assess the it's not the Achilles. What can I remember? I know where you would assess it, but apparently I can't get the name right, so I'm going to keep moving forward. This is going to be the dorsal pedis, and you're going to assess it right here. All of her pulses are 2+. I have thrown myself for a loop, clearly, and now I'm flustered. So, and you would do all of this bilaterally. I'm very flustered. Let me think. We're gonna do your reflexes now. Your deep tendon reflexes. Alright. So the first one we're gonna do is going to be we're gonna do your bicep first. So I'm gonna have you hold your arm out right here. I'm gonna do your tricep now. For this little soft spot. Oh, I wasn't supposed to hit that. Hold on. Do the soft spot. I didn't hit it hard enough. Okay. 2 plus. Now I'm gonna do your patella. Your patella. Gosh, I hate this. Okay. There it goes. 2 plus. And I'm supposed to do your wrist. Your brachial radius. Alright. Let's see. So, kind of relax your arm. Okay, 2 plus. And your Achilles. Two plus. So all of her reflexes were 2 plus, and they were intact. Let's see. I gotta think what we're doing next. I'm done with that. Oh, I need to. I'm not done with this in a minute. I need to have you. I'm gonna have you lay on the bed for me. And I'm gonna have you, as you're doing this, we're doing like lower extremities, I'm going to assess for crepitus, and you would do this bilaterally, but for time's sake, we're not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna make us do that. But so what I want you to do is I want you to take this leg, and I want you to take it over the right leg and cross. Can you come out with it? Okay, no crepitus. And can you go ahead and bend your leg up for me? No crepitus. Can you put your both knees up for me? Okay, can you push out? No crepitus. Can you do it? Can you push in? Okay, no crepitus. And I'm gonna have you put your legs back down for me. Can you turn your feet to the outwards? Wait, I need to put down here. I need to put down here. All right, do it again for me. Can you roll them in? Okay, no crepitus. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and assess for your strength and stuff down here. And you would do all of this bilaterally. So can you push against my hand? Okay, can you flex your foot up against my hand? I hope you can see this. I'm going to check your Capri fills. They're less than 3 seconds. You do that bilaterally too. I don't know if they can see because I think the curtain's in the way. Can you scoot back this way a little bit? Yeah. Just in case they can't see, because I don't think they can. I'm gonna redo it one more time. Can you roll your foot out for me? Roll your foot in. Okay. There's no crepitus. Can you push on my hand? Pull. Capri fills are less than 3 seconds. There's no ridges on her toenails. They definitely were able to see throw your leg out. So her range of motion on her lower extremities were intact with no limitations. She had full range of motion with no limitations. Her strength was equal bilaterally, because I assessed those equal and bilaterally. Now I'm going to go over the female and male genitalia. So, with the male, you're going to inspect the penis. You're going to look at the hair distribution throughout. You're going to make sure that there's no inhabitants, no nets, nothing like that. You're going to make sure that there's no anything going on down there. You're going to look for STDs. You'll look for drainage of the penis. You will assess like the skin down there. You will make sure there's no discoloration, no rashes. You will look at the scrotum. You're going to also, you're going to inspect the scrotum, and you're going to inspect the rectum. You're going to make sure that there's no masses, no lesions, no nodules down there. You're going to palpate it, and you are going to make sure that there's no drainage coming from it. I don't know if I said that or not. No redness, no inflammation. You are going to, when you're inspecting the rectum, you are going to be inspecting the prostate. You're going to check in the prostate. And then on the female genitalia, you are going to look at the hair distribution. You are going to make sure that there's no inhabitants. You're going to check for STDs, like anything that's like visual, such as herpes. You will be able to, you should look for papules on both of those, the male and the female. You should also be looking at the labia minora and the labia majora and the how am I about to forget this? The vulva. I was going to say, if I forget this, I'm a freaking female. That's going to be bad. Anyways, you're going to look for that. You're going to make sure there's no scarrings, no lesions, no bruising, nothing like that. And you will also assess the rectum on both of those for hemorrhoids. I believe that concludes my no, that does not conclude my video because I did not assess my lymph nodes. And my goodness. Okay, so your axillary is going to be up here. Your pectoral is going to be right here. Your scapular is going to be back here. And then your epitrocular is going to be up in here. I could have probably done that on you, I guess. I don't know if it matters. Does it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm paranoid. Alright, I'm going to assess it on you. You think it matters?
I don't know. Go ahead and do it.
Okay.
It's fine.
So right here is going to be the axillary. Then,
Lily, continue. Nothing. Sorry. You're good.
I hope I'm not blocking it. Probably am. This is going to be pectoral. This is going to be the scapular. And this is going to be the epitrocular. And then I'm trying to think, did I miss anything else? Did I forget anything else? There's so much. I assessed the heart, I assessed the breast, I assessed the abdomen. We did range of motion upper and lower. We did the spine. We did the pulses. We did the male, we did the female, we did reflexes, we did trying to think. I think that's it. I'm trying to just think if I forgot anything. I assessed the lymph nodes, I did that. Give me a look and I don't like it. I believe that's it. Yeah, that is going to conclude my head to toe assessment. Thank you.